All right, Others. It's me, Jasper Man, again. And right now it's a very special day because I'm meeting one of my biggest, I guess, childhood crush, in my opinion.
Ah,
Right now, releasing her eighth album. This is Melanie C, aka the Sporty Spice herself. How are you doing?
hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic right now. It's at first I'm going to say that it's been an honor for me to be able to talk to you right now because as you know you are one of my biggest, I guess, crush when I was a kid somehow. Yeah, because my mother passed it on to me because my mom
Mm.
was a big fan of you guys, and it's really
Ah.
great. But how are you feeling today? You are amazing at the moment. Feeling great.
Things are good. Yeah, I've been super busy. Obviously, we're
Okay.
living in such strange times,
Mhm.
but I feel really grateful that I've had the album to promote, new music to get out there.
Yeah.
It's helped to keep me focused and stay connected to the fans across the world.
Yeah, it's also really nice that you release an album and also a new single in this very confusing time in the world at the moment. But
Mhm.
I'm curious, how has the pandemic been treating you so far?
It's been challenging, I think
Okay.
like everyone, there's so much uncertainty. Sometimes
Yeah.
I feel quite low, and my daughter was off school for a long time, so I worried for her and her
Mm,
mental health, and it's
mm.
been good to get her back to school. So I think like everyone out there, just trying to draw the positives and just look forward to the future.
Yeah. So it's been challenging, but you're also kind of pretty optimistic regarding the pandemic that's happening all over the world at the moment right now.
I'm hoping that we're through the worst of it. That's what's keeping me going. And yeah, obviously this album is out now and it's been
Mm.
received so beautifully that I'm hoping 2021 I'll be able to get around the world and perform, which is the thing I love to do the most.
Yes, okay. Do you have a new skills that you pick up upon because of, I guess it's still lockdown? Well, where are you at the moment right now?
I'm in London right now,
In
and
London?
yeah, and London's actually not too bad. I like other parts of the UK are back in full lockdown, but here
Okay.
in London we can go to the gym and we can go out to restaurants, and
Mm,
but only we have to mask and socially distance, all of those
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But there's still some kind of like life and social life you can have.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
yeah, so it's not too bad. But I have actually been traveling to Germany a little bit. We've
Okay.
had like safe passage between the UK and Germany, so I do
Mm,
lots of work there, which has been good, just to get
okay.
away, and go and see some new faces.
Okay. So it's not too bad because I guess in London they started to open some things up, but they're still very strict about the health protocols that we need to follow. I guess
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
I guess it's kind of the same here in Indonesia as well as in other part of the city. Especially right now, I'm in a city called Bandung, and
Hmm.
everything has started to open things up. Even though in the capital city there are still the numbers for the number of cases for the virus are still rising up. But
Oh
I'm
man.
I'm sorry for at first because I know that we should be talking about your new album and also the single Overload, but I can help to be fanboying out right now because I'm actually shaking, to be honest with you. This is
Ah,
not,
bless
I'm
you.
not even lying. It's actually real. And this year is 26 years since you and your fellow Spice Girls are storming the charts all over the world. Like, what do you think about the fact that after all these years, even to this very day, you guys still have a lot of influence? Even if we were talking about outside of the musical aspects, you guys promote this female empowerment. There's still a lot of young girls till this day who felt empowered because of listening to your music. What do you think about that?
We just feel so proud of
Mm,
everything that we achieved when we did our shows last year. It just gave us that chance to see the
mm,
impact that we'd had on a generation of people.
mm.
And not only, like you say, the music's amazing. We're so proud of the
Yeah.
music, but the
Mm.
legacy
The
of
legacy.
empowerment, not only for girls, but just people, just about
People in
equality.
general, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a dude. I'm boys as well, but I feel empowered because of your music. So that's
Yeah.
it's just it breaks so many boundaries. Even we're talking about gender boundaries, it all just breaks all of them. But as
Yeah.
many of us know, when it comes to if we're talking about Spice Girls, every single one of you, including you as well, you have your nicknames. But we all know
Mm-hmm.
how you all got your nicknames because it was being given to you by a journalist. But
Mm-hmm.
regarding your nickname, do you sometimes you were called Sporty Spice, but over the course of your career being a part of Spice Girls, do you sometimes wish that you were called by a different name instead?
I don't, I
Oh
love my
no, yeah,
nickname. Yeah. And I
yeah.
think all of the girls do. We really
Mm,
embrace them. And, at times we're like caricatures of them. It was so
mm.
funny because I'm just looking at a picture down there from being on stage last year. And I went into 2019 thinking, I want to be like uber sporty,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
got a sports nutritionist and a new trainer, and I worked really
Okay.
really hard. So then
Mm,
when I got on stage, I wanted to be ripped, I wanted to just look like this
yeah,
superhero. And
yeah.
it was just so fun. I love being Sporty Spice, and that was a huge inspiration for this album.
So I guess that's a story. Okay, so you never wish that you were called by a different name instead because your name suits your personality really well as well.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. I love
How's
sportswear and I
the
love keeping fit.
Yeah, yeah. So it suits your personality properly. How was the
Yes.
reunion tour last year? It was great. How do you feel about that? I thought it was amazing. The show I saw all over the internet. It's great.
Uh-huh. It was incredible. It was like so much more than we ever imagined. We knew
Hmm.
we wanted to put on an amazing show. We were playing
Hmm.
bigger venues than we had done in the 90s, which blew our
Yeah, yeah.
minds. And
Uh,
then the audiences were just phenomenal. There was flags from all over the world, the
mhm.
energy every night. It was insane. So I hope we get to do it again at some point.
Yeah, well, that's something that we're also going to ask. But first, congratulations on the release of Overload and the album.
Thank you.
It's great. Can you tell me what kind of story, basically, are you trying to tell on Overload and especially the album itself?
Yeah. So the album in its entirety, really, I found that during the writing sessions, there was a bit of a story unfolding
Hmm.
about self empowerment, about self acceptance,
Hmm.
feeling comfortable in my own skin.
Hmm.
And I thought I wanted to make a record that would make people want to dance. So
Yes,
musically, I
obviously.
wanted people
Yeah.
to have a good old dance, but I wanted
Hmm.
people to be able to listen as well. I wanted it to have depth. So each of the
Hmm.
songs are really, focus on, subject matter which is close to my heart. Something like Who
Hmm.
I Am is about all of those things, about self-acceptance and embracing all aspects of yourself.
Hmm.
But then Overload is about, it's quite funny, Overload. So it's about, I bet everyone gets to feel like this sometimes, when you're in a situation and like someone's just driving you mad, and you feel
Yeah.
like you need to walk away
Yeah, you
because you're
need to
just
walk.
like
Okay,
so
okay.
overloaded. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a
When
cool
there's
song.
someone who's really close to you and it stresses you out, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
so it's about, I guess I need to walk away from that, because it's kind of stressing to be with that
It's like
person.
someone, yeah, who takes a lot of patience to be
A lot
around.
of patience. But as you know, it's really hard to do anything during this pandemic, let alone producing an album. Did you produce this album prior or during the pandemic?
I started writing late 2018, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah, and then I took a
Okay.
little bit of a break when I was
Mm-hmm.
touring with the Spice Girls, and then as
Mm.
soon as I got back, because I also toured, I did Pride shows all over the world, so I had a
Yeah, yeah,
very
yeah.
busy 2019, and
Okay.
then yeah, we were getting everything finished up. And I had a few bits and pieces to do in lockdown. So
Mm-hmm.
some stuff was done remotely and
Mm-hmm.
socially distanced, but most of the album was finished before we went into lockdown, thankfully.
Okay, okay. So most of the album was finished
Yes.
before the
Yeah.
pandemic. So I guess
Yes.
what during the pandemic you were like in the finishing part of the album. Yeah, and then
Absolutely. Yeah. So
yeah,
lots
yeah,
of
yeah.
like mixing and all that, the
Mm,
finishing touches we could do online.
okay, okay, okay. But now the album is released, and I'm sure because you mentioned this previously. You said that you performing on stage again, but on a
Mm-hmm.
scale of 1 to 10, how badly did you miss performing on stage at the moment?
Oh my gosh, 11.
11. Why don't you say
Yeah.
15 or maybe
Yeah,
20?
I know. Yeah, yeah,
Because
100. So yeah, I mean, I have done the live stream and I've done like DJ
Mm,
sets and Q&As but it's just not the same,
it's just not
I've
the
enjoyed
same. Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
thank
yeah, yeah.
God I have that, but oh, put my earphones on.
Oops.
But God.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah, I look forward very much to get back in a room with people and exchanging that energy and
Mm,
sharing that experience. Yeah.
okay, so 11. But you also announced that your European and UK tour, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so we have
Yes.
dates planned for April and May.
Okay.
We are constantly keeping an eye on whether that's going to be possible or not.
Hmm.
But as soon as we are able to tour, then we plan to go much further and hopefully have a whole international tour.
Okay. So right now, I guess it has to be put on a hold at the moment because of the
Hmm.
situation that we're in right now. But
Yeah,
as soon
yeah,
as you guys are allowed to perform anywhere, you guys are
yeah.
basically going to start a tour. But
Oh
it's
well,
the
as a solo artist, that's the plan. But
okay.
then the
That's
Spice
okay.
Girls, I think, will be much further down the line. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's just a Europe and UK tour. Do you have any plan on going to Asia, especially Indonesia, my country? Because I'm sure there will be a lot of people who are so on board to be
Yeah.
with the idea of you performing here.
I hope to. I mean, that's my plan. So basically, when we can travel again, I want to get out to everywhere where people have enjoyed the album. That will be my
Mhm.
plan, to get out and do some live shows for those people.
My last question would be: you're very active speaking about mental health issue, your mental health as well. As you know, there are probably a lot of people who are struggling with their own mental health at the moment, especially because of the pandemic, and even more so because of lockdown as well. Do you have something to say to everyone who are struggling with it at the moment?
Yeah, I just think you need to know that you're not alone. This is
Yeah.
challenging for everybody,
Mhm.
and reach out to family, to friends. If you don't
Yeah.
feel comfortable doing that, get online. There are great resources, great charities, people that can help you, and you should not suffer in silence. Yeah.
Okay. So you are not alone. That's the message.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Melanie. It's been
Thank
an
you.
absolute honor talking to you right
Oh,
now.
thank
I
you
can
so
wait
much.
for your next project, maybe the reunion with Spice Girls,
Ooh, maybe.
maybe the complete formation if you ever come to Indonesia.
You
That would be
never know.
very
You never
amazing.
know. Oh,
Yeah, you
thank
never
you.
know. I'm just anticipating till that day ever come. Okay. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Melanie.
Thank you. Have a
Congratulations on the
lovely
album and overload.
bye
Bye.
bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.